Hey guys, it's New Year's Eve still. So yeah, originally I was gonna do this. Then I got something in the mail. Had to do an unboxing of that immediately. Still have some time before New Year's Day. People are still upstairs partying. You can probably hear the vibrations off the ceiling lamp. But anyway, I just have just enough time to get to the review of Guardians of Harmony Shining Armor from the My Little Pony series. Now, this is unusual because this is, well, essentially, this is a My Little Pony action figure. And to be honest, it feels like it was only a matter of time before they took the dolls and decided to make them into action figures. Now, as you can see, he has full armor, weapons, and there's that little badge right there in the corner. Now then, considering how much time I got left, and I want to get this done as quickly as possible before people start coming downstairs, so I'm going to take this out of the box and we'll cut back to actually looking at the toy. Okay, things are getting a little bit more crazy upstairs, so I'm just going to try to go through this as quickly as possible. Here's Shining Armor out of his package. Now then, let's actually do some comparisons while we have him out. Here he is next to Megatronus. He's a little smaller than your average Transformer. Let me check something. Almost as tall if we put him right on the tip of his tail. But again, most of the mass is spread out, really. Another comparison with another action figure line. Here he is next to the Sunset Shimmer, and I really don't like how these things don't stand up on their own. I have to hold it like this. Yeah, the third wave is supposed to have bases they can actually stand on, but as you can see, he's about similar size to a Equestria Girls Mini. In fact, I think she could probably ride on him, but that would be weird. And I'm sure you're probably wondering how these scale to a regular little pony, and that's, there he is with Twilight, and that's about how he was to scale with her in the show, but I think the Twilight of the action figure line would probably be about this big. So yeah, now let's look at actual articulation. We have outward movement, forward movement about that much, backwards far. And yeah, this plastic quality feels about the same plastic quality as the Equestria Girl Minis. He does have knee joints, but oh my goodness, these things are tight. I am a little afraid of using them. Yeah, you can go about that far. About that far. Although that's unnatural for a horse. Rear legs are just on a swivel. They are not. I would have preferred these were on a ball joint. There's his cutie mark. Speaking of ball joint, his tail is on a ball joint, but at certain points it kind of just gives up. See, kind of droops a little. It's a very finicky ball joint. If I twist it in certain positions, it can hold, but for the most part, it's kind of flaccid. Now for the head, it does have rotation right here at the bottom. I would have preferred if they had a ball joint here at the top, and oh my goodness, I'm getting some sort of residue off of this thing, probably from the molding process. Because, yeah, I'm getting a very chalky, greasy feel off of this thing. His head goes down about that far, so he can stab people with his horn, I guess. Yeah. So, fairly decent amount of articulation on this guy. Now, the reason I picked him over some of the others is because of his accessory count. And he comes with his helmet, which is kind of misshapen because of it being in the package. Just plugs on like so. Put through his ears. Yeah, it has a little bit of its shape after you put it on, but for the most part, it's just soft plastic, and I'm pretty sure that some of it was kind of bent in the packaging. We got his armor here, which you saw in the packaging. It tabs together right there. So basically you just slip it on his back, make sure everything's lined up, and just pin the front together. I kind of wonder if they're going to make a remold of this as Flash Sentry, but again, Flash Sentry was a movie, it was a character for Equestria Girls. He wasn't actually in the show, so I'm not sure if they would actually make a Flash Sentry remold. Now then, he also has his shield. The edges are nicely painted. Most of the armor is nicely painted, but feels like they should have put a little bit more paint on the front here. It just clips onto his arm like so. Now for his spear, yeah, it got bent in the packaging too. Maybe if I use a hair dryer, I could probably get this back to being straight, but for the most part, yeah, be careful with these. Looks like they can bend easily in the packaging, and all this stuff has that same chalky, greasy residue. As you can see, it clips onto his arm. I would have liked it better if it pegged on instead, so you can actually get like full rotation. Okay, I'm gonna try to peg this on to the best of my ability without breaking the thing. Yeah, that's a little high up, but that's about as good as it's gonna get. Now as for this, you can see it actually has a little clip on the back here. This is how you clip it onto yourself, but it also looks like this can clip on somewhere on the body. Maybe like over his rear, like so or something. I don't want to risk it. That little clip looks pretty flimsy, but yeah, it looks like this can clip onto stuff. So yeah, little extra accessory. Maybe you could put this on him, maybe you can't. Maybe it's for other figures, but it is advertised as being able to clip into your pocket. So yeah, that is the Guardians of Harmony Shining Armor. Again, fairly good articulation for the toy. Wasn't expecting as much articulation as it has. The tail joint is just floppy. The armor doesn't peg after a while, but with this plastic armor, it's kind of hit or miss. It's not a complaint I personally have about the armor, but yeah. Anyway, I would have liked that spear to be a little better. Anyway, that's my review. Hope to see you guys again, and Happy New Year. Bye!